go with Season 2, Episode 5 of the football season. I'm doing this very early in the morning. The Bears and whatever early morning in London is Bears and somebody. Game just started, so we're in the middle of that right now because I didn't realize that they were going to have another early game this week. But no Jude this week. He had a friend over and he's still crashed, so I got to do this on my own. On the standings this week, me and Kirk are tied for number one with record, but I have the point total, so I am officially in first place again for this week. By about 42 points. I have the lead. So me and Kirk in first, and then it looks like Josh and Gina in second, and then it's going to be Glenn, Jeff, Bill, and Sherry, and Dwayne all in third, and then Todd's down in last. As far as the point total goes, we already know I got the lead for the point total. People that bet on the point total for second place, it's going to be looks like Jeff. Maybe no. Yeah, Jeff. So Jeff is in second place for the point total with 515. So I've got somewhere around a 70 or 80 point lead there for the point total. So, all right, let's talk about last week. So, I won last week versus Dwayne. Was a pretty good blowout. Dwayne had the lowest score of the week with 77. He did have good performances from Baker Mayfield and Chuba Hubbard. That's about it. Joe Flacco did really well for me. 37 points. It was nice to pick up a quarterback that actually helped me. I picked up the right defense too. They went for 16, and then James Cook did well for me as well. Hopefully, I'm going to try a new quarterback this week because Flacco's done. Hopefully, Cousins keeps up what he was doing last week. All right, then we had Glenn's versus Gina, the closest match of the week there. Dak Prescott for Glenn did well, 22. Pull up the box score here so I can see if they made any. Well, yeah, and Gina made a mistake by playing Sam Darnold, but he's been doing really well. Glenn picked up Cam Akers and Madison, and they both did just fine. They almost met their projections on both sides. Nico Collins did well, although he got hurt, and he's done for at least 4 games. Other than that, Butker got 13 for really what put, well, Jordan Addison only got 3.6. I guess that hurt him a little bit, but I don't know if there was a whole lot more he could have done. Not really. On the Gina side, Kareem Hunt, that was a good pickup for her, a lot better than Carson Steele. And then Darnell Mooney went for 23. I didn't see that coming. Alan Lazard almost went for 10, and then her kicker went for 16. So she had a decent quarterback for that week. She would have been up in the 130s probably. She did leave Jaden Daniels on the bench there. He went for 22. So there's her mistake. All right. So it was Kirk versus Bill, and Bill gives Kirk his first loss of the year, which helps me out immensely. So really, I think the difference maker there looks like T. Higgins and Lamar Jackson for Bill. Lamar went for 43. I think that's the high point of the week. And then T. Higgins went for 20. So that was that's what put Bill over the top. Jordan Love did okay. Kyron Williams did okay. The rest of his team did not do well. I don't know why he's not playing. Why Kirk's not playing Mike Evans. He's getting 1 or 2 touchdowns a game, and he's on the bench. I'm not sure why, but whatever. All right. We got Sherry versus Josh from last week. Sherry ended up winning. And let's look at what happened here. So Sherry picked up Justin Fields, who got her almost 20 points. It's crazy what's going on with Mahomes right now. They're winning, but he's just not producing fantasy-wise. DeAndre Swift actually had a good week for her, 18. Rico Dowdle, another person got a good week. Her defense, the Vikings defense is for real, man. They're 19 points. And then for Josh Allen pretty well matched Fields with 17. That's kind of where, Josh depends on him. Josh depends on Josh to get more than that. James Conner did okay. Jerome Ford was a bust. Chris Olave was a bust. Bijan, I would say, was a bust with 7 points. So, looks like he should have played Joe Burrow and Ramondre Stevenson. Yeah, that's where he went wrong. All right. Last game of the week was Jeff versus Todd. Todd had a good week. Jeff had a better week. Seems to be Todd's luck right now. So Tyler Murray, almost 30 points for Jeff. Brian Robinson Jr. had a nice game. Jamar Chase went crazy at 36. And the Broncos D had 15. On the other side, Josh Jacobs had a decent game at 15. Wilson finally had a good game with 17. Tucker Kraft, I can't believe that Todd hit on him, but he did. 23 points. That's a nice surprise. And then the Birds D got 18. See what kind of mistakes Todd made here, really, if any. I don't see any mistakes on his bench. He just didn't score enough. He scored a lot, not enough. On to the week at hand. Okay. All right, so me versus Todd this week. Like I said, this game's already started right now. He's at 11 points. I'm at 3.7. I should not have played Ayuk, I guess. I thought maybe he was turning the corner, but I shouldn't have played him. But I got Justin Jefferson on a bye, so I had to do something. From what I hear, Nick Chubb's going to be back next week for me. James Cook isn't doing good today, so he got sat for Montgomery. Oh, then on the other side, we got he's got C.J. Stroud back in there. You got Jacobs, Tajay Spears. I don't have any faith in Spears at all. I don't have much faith in Keenan Allen either. Tucker Kraft, maybe he'll do it again. Who knows? But he does have A.J. Brown back, which is good for him. All right, so I'm going to give it to me. I think this is going to be a lot closer game than what it should be because of Brandon Ayuk and the fact that I don't have my number one wide receiver and James Cook is injured. It's going to be a lower scoring week for me, I think. But I still have the number one rusher in the league, Derrick Henry. I picked up Sam Laporta. Somehow somebody dropped Sam Laporta. We'll see what happens there. I don't know why he's been, not a fantastic tight end, but good enough. And then, we already talked about his team. So I just don't see Keenan Allen, Tajay Spears doing great. So, all right. Let's move on to the next game. Kirk versus Glenn. So I think this one's going to be really close. I don't. Brees Hall has just not been producing at all the last few games. Javonte Williams, he's got him in there because Kyron Williams is on a bye. DK Metcalf only got 4 points. I think that he has given Glenn an opening here. Glenn has Jalen Hurts back in this week, Devontae Smith. Cooper does okay. He also picked up Bucky Irving, who's starting for Tampa Bay. I think that's a change of the guard there at Tampa Bay. I don't think Rachaad White is going to be Tampa Bay's number one running back anymore. I'm going to go out on a limb here. I'm going to give this one to Glenn. I think that Brees Hall not doing much, him having to play Javonte Williams, Metcalf didn't do what he should do. I think that kind of tips it in Glenn's favor here with Saquon and Jalen Hurts and Devontae Smith and Bucky Irving. I think Bucky's going to have a good game. So I'm going to go with Glenn there. All right, Josh versus Gina. So Gina has got Jaden Daniels back in her starting lineup, and Josh has went with Burrow. Jordan Mason got 8 points, and he got injured for Gina this week. She has Tony Pollard in there. Yuck. Darnell Mooney, we'll see if he can continue. Yeah, I don't like her lineup this week. I'm going to go with Josh. I don't like Pollard. Although they're projecting him for 13, I don't see that happening. I hope Mooney continues because I have Kirk Cousins this week. And Jaden Daniels is playing Baltimore, which is probably a tough matchup for him. I don't see it working out for Gina this week. Gina's she's got the Puka injury and all that, so and she's got Kareem Hunt on a bye this week, so she's doing what she can. All right. Second to last here, we got Bill versus Dwayne. So Bill's got 30 points already. Dwayne has -0.2. It's like DJ Moore is caught one behind the line, I guess, at this point right now. But George Kittle already got 2 touchdowns for Bill. I think this game could be fairly close. I don't like Calvin Ridley for Bill. And then on the other side, Zamir White. I'm not positive he's going to play. They're leaning towards not playing, but as of right now, he's questionable. So if he ends up not playing, it's going to kind of be a game time decision. But if I was Dwayne, I would pull him and drop somebody and grab somebody else. But Dwayne doesn't want to drop any of these people, so it's up to him. I'm going to give it to Bill here, just because it's Zamir White for the most part. And Zach Ertz, Tank Dell might get some more work this time because of Nico Collins being out, but I'm still going to give it to Bill. All right, last game of the week, Jeff versus Sherry. Jeff's already got 21 points. Sherry's at 0.6. So, Tebow Samuel did really well. 21 points already for Jeff. Jeff's got Trey Sermon in because Jonathan Taylor's out. Jamar Chase, Drake London. Trey Sermon might not do great, but he's a viable replacement. I'm kind of surprised he doesn't have Joe Mixon in, truthfully. Joe Mixon's back this week. But that's what he wants to do there. I'm still going to give it to Jeff here. Justin Fields is not going to keep delivering. I could see him getting benched for Russell Wilson at some point, even though they're winning. They're not they're not winning convincingly. Swift probably isn't going to do what he did last week. Dobbins is probably a good play. Alec Pierce is not a good play with Joe Flacco being out. Pierce is going to get next to nothing, I think, unless Richardson pulls something crazy, but I don't see that happening. Richardson is a failure right now. That's why I dropped him. So, just my man for this week. All right. Good luck, everyone.